What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the AquaMethodPodcast. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally. No special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for the types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com is the place to do it. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all once again for rocking with your boy on the Aqua Method Podcast, episode 97, I think. Yeah, episode 97. And once again, there are no cameras, there's no video, there's just audio. And that is because I work a lot. I say that all the time because it is true. Which leads me to my first subject. My first subject is an apology. I'm sorry that I feel like the shows have been lackluster, and it's not because of my guests, it's because of me. I have to make more time to do it, you know. I'm not getting my guests early enough to set up a time to make videos, and I'm always doing my show in the last minute. I'm recording this on a Saturday. Again, the show comes out on Saturday, so you know, just a little bit of me opening up to y'all and being like, yo, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get better. But I appreciate those of you who have stuck with me and who have continued watching and giving me those views. I appreciate it very much. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's gonna get, things gonna get better. And I was able to, do videos and stuff like that previously, and my workload has increased, but it hasn't increased that much. So I'm gonna get better. I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm sorry, and I'm gonna get better. And there will be videos, a video component back on the show once more at some point. Just not today. Again, I'm recording this last minute. Again, it's not my guest's fault. They have lives. They're not, I'm not paying them to be on the show. So if they can't make it, they can't make it. That's just what it is. I asked Pierce to be on. I asked my homegirl Beth to be on. I asked Emily to be on. And I know that I can go to the comic book shop, and there is a 9 out of 10, a 90% chance that I could get Mr. Jeff to be on the show again. But I don't want Mr. Jeff on there, back to back and every other show. First of all, it takes out of, I'm taking his time, and it looks bad for the show, because it would indicate that I can't get nobody else, so I don't want to have Mr. Jeff on there all the time. But I managed to get my cousin KG on the show, and she's gonna be calling in a little bit, and so I got somebody on the phone. I'm gonna have somebody on the phone all the way from Alabama to assist me in this show, in this episode. So, but again, thank y'all for y'all patience, and again, I thank y'all very much for y'all for the views and stuff like that. So, please keep it up. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it, do all that good stuff, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. The podcast means a lot to me. It helps me out. It's a lot of fun. And again, thank y'all. Thank y'all once again, and there will be videos soon. I just don't know when, but there will be videos soon. My biggest goal is to have video for the 100th episode, and hopefully I can still get my guests for that one. But again, it's up to them. I can't force them to do it. I wouldn't force them to do it. Thank y'all once again. I'm just waiting on my cousin Kyra to call in, or I'm going to have to call her, and we'll get the episode started. And we're back. I got my cousin on the line, and I can already tell by her voice that she's already nervous, which is interesting. So what's up, cuz? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. I know. Before I got on the phone with you, I told my listeners that I had to dig deep to get somebody on the show, but what I hadn't told them is that your reluctancy to do it is palpable, and it makes me feel bad because I know that you don't like to do the show because I don't know, does the microphone make you nervous? What is it?
I don't know. It's just not my thing. I don't know what makes me nervous.
Okay.
Can't really say for sure. It just don't quite feel right.
All right.
But I'm here because I love you, and so.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much because I was gonna have to take a little trip to get somebody on there. Last time I saw you, we went to. That's how I saw you in person. We went to the Predators game, my first NHL game, hockey game, and the Predators are doing pretty well. They're still in the playoffs.
I heard that.
Yep, they're still in the playoffs. They're tied up with the Ducks in the what is it? The Western Conference. Yeah, in the Western Conference Finals. So I guess that's what they call it in hockey. It's the equivalent to the basketball one. But it looked like they're doing pretty good, and I wanted to bring that up to you because, like I said, that was my first hockey game. That was your first hockey game. It was a fun time. It was a good time, but at the time when we went to the game, they weren't doing that well.
Right.
They weren't. They had. So I looked it up, and apparently they had just made it to the playoffs. They had just squeaked in, and now they're all the way into the conference finals. If they win 2 more games, they go to the finals. Like, I was wondering if you had any interest in going to like a playoff game.
I mean, I think that would be like so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, because I can only imagine like all the fun we had at just a regular game when they weren't doing that great. I can only imagine what the final would be like.
Right, like, cause
do they kind of host the finals like, I guess, like NBA, like they play at their prospective stadiums or whatever?
Yeah,
or is it like one arena they go to and it's,
Nah, it's just like the NBA. They played the last game was at Nashville.
Okay.
It was over there. I was looking at it and it looked so familiar. And just a sea of yellow, mad yellow shirts and stuff like that. And but yeah, so I looked it up and I wanted to see how much it would cost because it cost us $80 a ticket to go to the regular season game. And I looked it up and I think the cheapest thing I saw was like $200.
Oh wow! Well, I guess I won't be catching the finals game then.
Now that's just the playoffs. I mean, that's just like the
not even the playoffs then.
right, the third round of the playoffs. They still got the finals, and if they make it, then there's gonna be games in Nashville, and it's gonna be even higher. But yeah, so I thought it'd been kind of cool. I just wanted to see if you would be interested in that. You and your little new man friend. Oh, can I say that on the air? You got a new little man friend?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. I like to embarrass Kara, as much as I can. And she's already on edge. She doesn't know what's gonna happen. She's like, she's audio, like you can hear the uncomfortableness in her voice already. It's funny.
Well, they can't because they don't know what my normal voice sounds like.
Good point. They sure don't. Every time you've been on, this is your third time on the show, and I know Kara's voice, and I can tell that she is not comfortable. And I think that's delightful. But we're gonna work through it. We're gonna push through it. We got about 30 more minutes. But yeah, so you we're gonna push through it. Stay with me. We went to the game and Kyra started looking up, black players in hockey, and there's a black player on the Predators team called PK Subban. And it was interesting because I actually watched the last game, as much as I could. Predators versus the Ducks, and apparently, like I was folding clothes or something. I was doing something else, and so I turned the TV on mute, and I missed it. But apparently, PK scored one of the goals that led to the overtime.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's a defensive player, so he doesn't really score that much, but he scored one of the goals, which is kind of dope. And I thought about you, and I'm like, that'd be kind of cool if Kyra was to date, PK. That'd be kind of dope, and then we could all, just go to all the games.
Go to the games for free.
Yeah, I'm sure they got some sort of VIP box in the stadium, something, in the Bridgestone Arena,
Right.
And,
that'd be a nice way to watch the game for sure.
There you go. And yeah, so PK scored. They wound up losing the game, so the series is tied 2-2. And and I think it goes back to California. So, but yeah, so I know Kyrie don't know too much about hockey, but we saw that game, and the Predators got a little special place in my heart now because I got to see them, and so hopefully they go all the way.
So I guess you like declared the Predators like your hockey team, right?
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Before the Predators, it was the Ducks because of the Mighty Ducks, the movie. And,
right.
and the Predators are playing the Ducks, so I was conflicted at first, but I was like, I didn't see these guys play, so it's gonna be the Predators for me, you know. So the Predators gonna beat them Ducks, and that's what it's gonna be, you know. So and it'd be kind of cool to see a team from the South win a Stanley Cup, you know, because we're not really known for hockey down here.
Right.
You know, so it'd be kind of interesting to have that happen, and so hopefully that works out. And you know what's funny? I have like a half a mind, like a quarter of a mind to talk about it on my radio show, but I'm like, you know, I know my audience couldn't care less.
Probably right.
Couldn't care less about hockey, so I fall back all the time. So when I do sports updates, it's always basketball. Yeah. So, but I be wanting to do it if I get desperate. If I don't have no reads and I don't have nothing to talk about, I want to pull that out, you know. But I just haven't been that desperate yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'd be kind of cool if they won. So go Predators. Hopefully y'all win the championship, the Stanley Cup, and all that, and it'd be kind of cool to see y'all again. Now to a sport that maybe perhaps Kyra knows a little bit better. The NBA. How you feel about have you been watching the finals, Cuz?
I have not. I've heard about the sweep stuff going on, but I haven't actually sat down to watch the game.
Yeah.
I usually don't watch it until like everybody really start watching it. So it'd probably be like the finals when I actually start paying attention.
I'm with you. That makes sense. It looks like it's going to be the Warriors and the Cavaliers again because both teams haven't lost yet. So it looks like they're beelining towards each other to meet each other in the finals. If they were to meet, who you have? Who got the Cavaliers or the Warriors?
Oh, the Cavs.
You got the Cavs?
Cavs.
Oh no! Why?
Because I'm a LeBron head.
I know that, and man, come on, man.
You know I love LeBron James. I didn't know why you asked me that.
That's true, and that's how it's always been. That's how it's always been. Because I think we was still in high school when he started.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been in the league for 14 years. So yeah, that put us in high school, and
that's crazy.
Yep.
Way to age me.
But I mean, it's what it is. 14 years ago, we was 15. Yeah. So yeah, be sophomore year about that. But yeah, so LeBron. So you want the Cavaliers to win because of LeBron. I want the Cavaliers to lose. I want the Warriors to win, and I think it'd be cool because it'd be the third time that both of them met each other in the finals, and it's gonna happen. I don't like there's a slim chance that it might not happen, but I think it's gonna happen. So. I think we could just pencil it in, and I mean, we just wasting our time watching the Spurs and the Celtics. I mean, I don't know if you saw the last game. The Celtics got their ass ate by the Cavaliers. You know, they lost by like 44 points.
Yeah, I heard.
You know, they scored 31 points in a half. That's like 15 points each quarter. That's gross. That's not even an NBA team.
No, it's not.
You know. So, you got the Cavaliers. So, you want to make a bet on it or what? Because I got the Warriors.
No, I don't want to bet on it. You know how I feel about gambling and losing my money.
Okay, facts. Okay.
But I'm still going for the Cavs.
Fair enough. Your cousin the same way, T-Man. T-Man say he won't bet me either. Because I always bet on the Warriors. If it's Cavaliers Warriors, I always bet on the Warriors. And I won the first one. He lost his money. And then the second one, if we would have bet, he would have won, but he ain't won't bet. So that's what it is. I think the Warriors. I mean, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good series, man. I think it's gonna go to 7 because the Warriors gonna shoot crazy, and they're gonna score all the points from 3. But then the Cavaliers got LeBron James. So.
Right. So you said this will be their third time meeting if they make it.
If they both get that, it'll be number 3. Yep.
And so what is it? 1-1.
Yep.
For their meeting. Okay.
Yeah, but that's why it's a big deal. That's why it's a big deal. It's like 0-0. You know, this one for all the marbles right here. So hopefully, I hope that it happens. I hope it's the third one because it'd be historic, and I'm gonna have to clear my schedule because I do not want to be disturbed when this happens. And hopefully it's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a classic. It's gonna be like one of the things, stuff of legends, you know. And if LeBron win, then it's gonna be cheers and bunch of D riding and mad D riding. You know what I'm saying? But that's fine. And if the Warriors win, which I hope happens, everybody gonna be saying like, oh, they just won because they got Kevin Durant. Oh, they just won because Kawhi Leonard got hurt. Blah 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 blah. Don't nobody want to give the Warriors no shine, but that's okay because the Golden State Warriors gonna get the shine. They're gonna be historic, because they're gonna beat LeBron James twice, And I'm not a fan of players. That's the thing. See, you and Tristan is fans of LeBron. Y'all don't care about the Cavaliers. That's the thing. Y'all not fans of the team. Y'all fans of this one guy. That don't make sense to me. I like LeBron James too. I think LeBron James is a superhero. LeBron James is the best basketball player on planet Earth, and until we find life in other planets, he's the best player in the universe. In the whole universe, LeBron James is the best basketball player ever, right? So, and I like LeBron James. I was a fan of the Heat when he was playing, but like, I like the Warriors because I like 3-point shooters. I like snipers, and I just think it's amazing that they got the two best shooters of all time on the same team.
Same team, yeah. That's not fair.
It's not fair to have LeBron James either, because he's the best basketball player in the whole world, Kyra. But how you feel about that?
He's still one guy though.
Yeah, but that one guy, he like, I mean, you ask the Celtics about that one guy. You ask the Celtics about that one guy. That one guy alone, they scored 100. They scored 130 points. LeBron James scored 30 of those 130 points. They beat the Celtics by 44 points. That's crazy to me. And they got this guy, Kyle, this guy we went to high school with. I ain't gonna say his name on the microphone, but this guy we went to high school with, he is a big D rider for LeBron, boy. He didn't change his profile picture to LeBron James. Like, that's another level, man. That's another level. Like, you my age, my brother. You my age. You 29. You might be 30. Like to me, if you got a picture of a sports person as your profile picture on Facebook, that's like having a picture. That's like having a poster on your wall. You know what I mean? That's a different level. You know what I mean? But to each his own. But like, I don't know. I can't be no fan of nobody like that. That's a different level to me.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but for somebody who really just follows sports casually, I have no choice but to like players as opposed to teams, because I don't pay enough attention to like really know what's going on with a team. Like, if I had to sit down and watch the draft every year and figure out who had the best stats coming out of college and who gonna do this for a certain team, I would die. Like, I would might as well sit down and study for something, because that would drive me crazy. I don't care that much about it. So I gotta be consistent about something.
Yeah, no, but that makes a lot of sense. So no matter where LeBron James goes, that's your team.
Right. I that works easier for me.
Now.
Not to mention, I thought I was gonna marry him too. So
yeah,
that's why.
I wasn't gonna bring that. I wasn't gonna bring that up. I thought about it because I remember you saying that. I remember being in high school and you saying that LeBron is ugly, but I would have his babies.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. If she was a girl, her name was gonna be LeBrona.
LeBrona Ramona James.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an awful name for a human being, bro.
It is. It's a horrible name, but guess what? Nobody gonna make fun of you, because guess who your daddy is? LeBron James.
but like, I mean, do Rich? I guess like if that was to happen, and he does have a daughter now, but if that was to happen, he is not middle class at all. So like, I feel like if he puts his kids in school, his kids his class, the classmates wouldn't be. They also rich. So what are they making fun of the other students for? Maybe I'm asking, like, is that a thing that it happens just because of kids being kids? Like, do all kids make fun of all kids? I just feel like that's something that happens to middle school and poor kids. I mean, middle class and poor kids.
Like, I guess the rich kids probably be like, yeah, your daddy drives a 2016 Lambo. He don't have to do it.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But I mean, that's the best way to get teased, then, I guess.
They have an ugly name, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the best way to get teased right there. But yeah, so Kyra got the Cavaliers, Tristan got the Cavaliers, and I'm alone with the Warriors. That's fine. That's cool. I'm often odd man out. That's cool. I'm with it. I don't have no problem with it. But another key component. We at 22 minutes, cuz. So stay with me, cuz. You got 18 minutes. Can you handle it?
I think so.
Okay.
Killing me, small.
All right, so a key component of the show, something that always gets talked about, whether and it really wasn't by intention. It was, it just kind of happened this way because I watch a lot of movies. Movie talk. So, Kyra, what was the last movie you saw in theaters?
I believe it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one I saw.
Okay. What you thought of it?
It was good. I liked it. I liked the first one better.
Yeah. Now, of these Marvel movies, not including the old Spider-Mans, the two Spider-Mans, and the X-Men, and the first Hulk.
You said not including?
Right.
Okay.
Where does this one rank? Is it like top half or bottom half?
Well, what does that leave if you take away like the Avengers and Captain America and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I would probably say bottom half.
That's what I said too. It's in the bottom half. I didn't really care for it, cuz, honestly. And I'm a big...
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great, but, like, Marvel has this way of making you, like, fiend for their next movie.
Yeah.
And I think it was just time for that fix, and it gave me what I needed. Like I said, bottom half, it wasn't great, but
yeah,
it was what I needed for Marvel movie comes out.
Right. Well, this year that leaves Spider-Man and Thor coming out this year, later on this year, and on the DC side, it's Justice League and Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is coming up real soon. Wonder Woman is coming up in like 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be all on top of that,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't care for it. I feel like nothing really happened in the movie. I mean, for all of the beauty of it, the effects of it, and how it all looked, and it looked gorgeous, I feel like all that was wasted. And the fact that the actors and the portrayal of the Guardians of the Galaxy was so well done, I feel like all that was wasted. I feel like nothing really happened with these characters except for Peter Quill and Gamora. They solidified their feelings for each other, and the whole group solidified their feelings for each other. And Peter Quill discovered that he's half alien, So but other than that, I feel like nothing really happened though. That's all. And like the first one has so much action and so much flashy energy, and so colorful and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know, But like you said, it's I felt like it was just homework for the next joint.
Yeah, I agree.
But
even though hands down, Baby Groot was still my favorite character. It was just so cute.
Yeah, so I guess if the next Guardians comes out before Infinity War, the next Avengers movie, then it's gonna be Teenage Groot. You saw at the end?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, how you feel about Teenage Groot?
I like all Groots, but I'm sure it's gonna be great though. You know what? I didn't realize. I mean, I knew it, but I forgot it because he doesn't say very much. He only says "I am Groot" or whatever. Right. I didn't realize. I forgot that Vin Diesel played him, right?
Yep.
I was saying, like, I would imagine they had to pay Vin Diesel price for his voice, but that seems a bit much wouldn't know it was Vin Diesel.
Unless you looked it up, yeah.
Unless you look at the credits.
Yeah.
I'm like, they could have paid me to be Baby Groot.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just the price. That's just the price of an actor of Vin Diesel's caliber, because Vin Diesel, he's a big money man with the Fast and Furious franchise and Triple X franchise that got restarted and stuff like that. And
right.
So yeah, I mean, it takes money to get Vin Diesel, and he was also doing apparently he was also doing the body capture, the motion capture.
Really?
Yeah, so like the movements of Groot was him also.
Yeah, that just seems like an unnecessary expense.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you. You don't get no disagreement from me. I mean, like you said, like you could have got,
anybody.
Yeah, you could have got anybody. No disrespect, but yeah, anybody could have did that, yeah. But I mean, that's how you know you made it. That's how you know you made it right there. That's how you know you got that caliber, And they call you just for that, man. That's all right. That's all right. I mean, I don't, like that might be $20 million right there.
Right, for like three words, one line, 3 words.
Right.
And you had 2 movies, and you played in both of them. And I'm like, wow, whoever, his agent must be amazing. Because how they casted him for that, I couldn't understand it.
And he's locked up for at least 2 more.
That's funny.
He's got at least 2 more. But yeah, man, we'll see. Like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy in my bottom half also. And I'm looking forward to the other ones coming out this year. A lot of dope movies coming out this year. Baywatch is coming up in a couple like this week. Later on, well, next week, and Pirates of the Caribbean. You don't see?
I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Cause I remember me, you, and Raquel saw. I think it was Pirates 4. Remember, we went to the Hollywood Cinemas 8, and the one by the Esplanade.
Oh wow.
The old one. And I wonder if you remember this. Now, we went over there, and I left my lights on in my car, and we saw the whole movie. The movie was like 3 hours long. Came back, the car's dead.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I do remember that.
I think your daddy had to come. Yeah, I think your daddy had to come jump me.
Yes, he did. I do remember that. Cause we caught the late night, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, because I remember him bitching and complaining about being there.
Yeah. I'll never forget that. That's every time I see Pirates of the Caribbean, it was either 3 or 4 that we saw. And I'll never forget that. Every time I see Pirates, that's what I think about. I think about that Davy Jones, the Squid Face Man. And I think about my car dying, and I'm stuck with my cousin and a friend of mine, and I gotta get him home some kind of way. We had just started driving too, though. That was my first car.
Yeah.
I believe that was my first car, and stuff like that. So yeah, so you can't wait, huh?
Can't wait.
I don't know.
I didn't realize it was funny because I didn't realize they were already on number 5, even though I've seen all of them. I was like, damn, it's 5 already?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first one came out in 2003.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, the first one came out in 2003. I hadn't seen the first one because, like, when they first started talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm like, ain't that a roller coaster ride or something at Disneyland? I'm not watching no movie based on no ride. So I was like, I'm not having it. So I didn't watch it. And then I saw the second one. I'm like, this is dope. And I saw the third one, and I saw the fourth one. So I'm going to go check out the 5th one, and I'm watching the first one for the first time right now on Netflix.
Nice.
So that, I'm going to check it out too, man. But, it's a lot, man. They've been doing that for 14 years.
Yep.
They've been doing Fast and the Furious for almost 20 years. So, I mean, like, that's one of them things where you just lucky and you feel fortunate where if you get locked up with one of them things, that's a check. That's a check.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. That's true.
You know, that's a check, man. Like you just count yourself lucky, man. Somebody was talking about Ja Rule. You heard about the Fire Festival?
Bits and pieces.
Apparently it was a big disaster, and Ja Rule was headlining. I mean, he was like one of the founders of it. But yeah, Ja Rule was one of the founders of the Fire Festival, and it was a disaster. So people making fun of him. And Bill Simmons, a sports writer, he was wondering like, what is Ja Rule more ashamed of? The fact that he didn't stick with the Fast and the Furious, or the Fire Festival thing? Because Ludacris essentially took his role in the Fast and the Furious. You know, he kept going, and Ludacris keep getting them checks from Fast and the Furious, and because they were both just minor characters in the second one, but Ludacris' role expanded so much. You know, now he's a main character, and now he's getting that main character check, and that could have been Ja Rule.
Yeah.
It could have been Ja Rule.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, I mean,
he probably hasn't watched the Fast and the Furious movie since.
That's a good. I wonder if he ever like he got kids now. You know, like I wonder, like, hey, Daddy, let's go see Fast and the Furious 8. Like, no, not going.
No.
We're not going.
And don't you play that damn Ludacris album either.
But it would break his heart if 50 Cent was in the movie.
Yep.
That'd be the worst. But yeah. So another thing, this new trend going around, Kyra. I'm going to rant about it on my radio show tomorrow. The romper, the male romper. How do you feel about that?
Oh my God, I have not seen it. Tim was telling me about it, and I refused to look at it because I just, telling him, I was like, sooner or later, or it's probably sooner than later, the boys and the girls are gonna be shopping in the same area in the store. Like, it's gonna be one big ambiguous shopping mall, like with everything scattered throughout, and that's crazy. I've heard it's absolutely disgusting looking though, but
yeah,
I mean,
I'm not having it.
I don't know.
I'm not with it. I'm a grown man. I ain't wearing no onesie. I'm not doing it like that. It looks silly. All that looks like some buffoonery, and it looks.
Yeah.
I can't have it, Kyra. I can't have it. And I mean, I don't care how much it costs or nothing like that. Like, you look silly. Like, you could be rich and famous all you want and all that stuff. You could pretend like you doing, like you next level thinking, like you in the year 3017, whatever you want to say to yourself. But it's a bunch of nonsense, and like, we shouldn't be wearing that as grown-ups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be wearing it as grown-ups. I mean, if you're doing it as like a romper party, or you got like some sort of pajama party or something, okay, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? Or you doing it for Halloween or whatever, that's one thing. But you can't be wearing this clown outfit on purpose and going outside.
Yeah, I agree.
I remember being a kid, like, trying to dress myself, and my mama would stop me and be like, you can't go outside looking like that. And, and that's what happens when you don't have that's what happens when you don't have your parents around you all the time. When you're an adult, you got to make decisions for yourself. Nobody that'll tell you, yo, you can't be going outside like that. Like, if I had a group of guy friends, right, and one of them was wearing a romper, like, nah, cuz you can't either you go back inside and change that outfit, or you don't rock with us.
We're not going. Right.
Or you go separate.
Not coming.
You could come, but you can't come with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't have it. So I want to present the question to you. So if your little man friend, if he wanted to wear a romper, if you came in the spot with a romper, you didn't know about it, you just came in the spot with a romper, how you feel about it?
That would be the end of it right there. There would be no turn. That's like point of no return right there.
Okay.
Unforgivable.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can't disagree with you. I mean, that's how you feel about it. And I don't feel like that's going overboard.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous.
I don't think that. I mean, I've until recently, I haven't even heard of a romper. I haven't seen a romper. So like apparently since they give it the distinction of a male romper, there must be the original was a female romper, right? But I've never seen a chick. I've never seen a chick wear a romper.
You have. You just don't know what it's called.
Oh.
It's very common. It's
okay.
Very, very common. But
right.
like I said, the fact that they have to distinguish male romper means that they shouldn't be wearing it, because romper it's always been a girl's outfit, always. Now I have to call my romper a female romper. Like, what the hell?
Nah, I disagree with that. Nah, the female romper is always a romper. The male romper is a monstrosity. It's it's an abomination.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to make the distinction of a male romper. I guess there's other things you could do that with, but yeah, no, that's not you. I'm saying on the microphone, you ain't gonna never see me wearing no romper. You're not gonna have, like, unless I can't dress myself for some reason and people put me in one or something. That's the only way I can see it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, I haven't actually seen it. I'm pretty sure I could Google it right now and it would pop up. But just the thought of it, I refuse to even entertain it. Like, I will not give that the time of day.
Well, if you Google it and you check it out, you're gonna see male, attractive men, male models wearing rompers, and like it just looks so silly because these 6'4" dudes, wearing this onesie.
Yeah.
And not only is it a onesie, but it's a onesie to where the pants part comes up to like your middle thigh.
Yep, that's a romper. Mm-hmm. A romper for females.
Yeah, I'm not having it, man. I can't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You gotta pay me. You gotta pay me a significant. You gotta pay me a good bit. I need 10 figures not 10 figures. No, I'm saying I need 5 figures. I need 10,000, at least 10,000 out. I think that's it. I feel.
I made it through.
You made it through. How about that? You made it through. It wasn't that painful.
You kidding me? My stomach's killing me.
Why, man? I don't understand. It just different waveforms, man. Different wavelengths. I don't understand that though. If somebody told me I'm on the microphone, I don't have no problem with it.
I know that's why you do it.
You're right. I don't get it. I don't get it. Cause listeners, I told my cousin that I'm gonna, I do a radio show. Right now it's every Sunday. It looks like it's gonna be expanding in a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I told my cousin that when she comes visit me, I'm gonna take her to the radio station, and I thought it'd be funny if I got her on the microphone, and I just because I want to see it. I want to see the sweat dripping off her head.
That's so dirty. That's just dirty.
I want to see the sweat dripping off her head. I want to see her hands trembling. Oh. That's all I imagine.
That's just wrong.
That's all I imagine. And I could turn that microphone on and just mad curse words, mad squeaky voice curse words. That voice be cracking.
Why would you wish that on me?
Because it'd be so delightful. It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny. Well, the only thing that's comparable would be for me to come with a scalpel and try to save somebody's life like you do. And, I can't do that, so, I can't do what you do, so it's just so funny. I feel like what I do is, I guess it just comes naturally, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Because, I would be nervous, too, if I had, the stethoscope and all that,
Oh, man.
Have to take... even if you're just taking somebody's blood pressure, I don't know how to do that, present blood pressure could be 1,000 over 100 or whatever it is, and I'd be like, yeah, you good? You got extra, you got bonus points. You extra healthy.
Oh, man. Crazy.
But yeah, so, but the likelihood of me doing that is a lot slimmer than you doing this. So, I'm telling you, man, if you come down here, I'm going to take you, and we're going to go. She'll walk into that room. She'll cross the threshold from the hallway to the studio, and just be a ghost, just be frozen.
I would probably stroke out.
Oh man!
Pass out as soon as I hit the
Yeah, that's the studio setup. So I have a main microphone, and there's a guest one just in case, and I'm ready to roll.
Lord.
I'm ready to roll. But anything else you want to say before we get out of here, cuz? Because you made it to 45 minutes. Probably when I'm done with this, it'll be cut down to about 40.
Oh, no, I have nothing else. I'm done. I made it, y'all.
Yay.
Mama, I made it.
Yeah, all right. Man, I apologize to Kyra for putting her through this, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. And it means a lot to me, and I needed somebody. I needed to go somewhere, and if I didn't get you, I was gonna go to Mr. Jeff, the comic book shop, and drag him out.
Yeah, only 'cause I love you.
I appreciate it. Well, stay on the line because I'm gonna say goodbye to you, and then I'm gonna wrap this thing up.
All right. Deuces, everybody.
As always, y'all, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for the types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com. It's a place to do it. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all for once again rocking with your boy GP. It's your boy GP, Kyra, the AquaMethodPodcast. Y'all be good.